We are live in both places. All right, let me just make sure everything is set. Let me know where you are coming in from. Where you not coming in, but where you watching me at. Can I just start? As you guys can see, I'm doing some technical stuff. Alrighty. Houston. I got somebody from Houston. Where else everybody else at coming in from? Stop. You're writing it. Girl. Oh, she's good right now. Wait people to come in. So I got Roosevelt over here from Houston. Where's everybody else watching from? So usually it is via. How do you want to say? You draw later. Usually it's both Anthony and myself on these calls to celebrate our anniversary. Hey, our RIL from California, but Anthony's not feeling his best, so it's me tonight with a little bit of Alani. She won't be here that long. She'll be going down soon. Yeah, he's in the back. If you're on YouTube, you can see. Okay. Philly, just jump on for motivation. Okay. So we are celebrating. Thank you. Okay. You're gonna have to go with that. No. Yeah, because mommy's talking. Bye, people. We are celebrating 7 years in our cleaning business. We started this journey when we were paying off debt. We being me and my husband. She's having too much fun. We disrupted. So we started this, like I said. Okay, go by that. We started this 7 years ago as a way to get out of debt. Yeah, mommy, you have to go. You have to go. Love you. We did this as a way to get out of debt. As we were doing other things, we were watching dogs, we were working at the gym, we were doing all of these things, and we're like, we need something else. So we started the cleaning business at that time. We went live Thanksgiving, and the day after is when we got our first client. So we've been doing this for 7 years, and we've been selling Cleaning Business University for the past, 4.5 years, where we teach people how to run their own remote cleaning business without cleaning any homes. So today, I'm just going to focus on benefits of starting a cleaning business, why you should do it, who it's for, how it can help you. What the business has really done for us is have a different lifestyle, to be honest. It allowed us to become millionaires. It allowed my husband to retire from his job. And it allows us to have rental properties. All of these things is what the business has allowed throughout the years. So it didn't start that way, absolutely, but it's grown into that now that we've had the business for 7 years. So this is a celebration, if you're new here, of us celebrating our anniversary of our cleaning business down here in Dallas, Texas. We do still have the cleaning business. I know some people sometimes ask, do we still own it? Do we still operate it? We do. We have VAs in place that do help us. But we do still own the business. So if you guys have any questions throughout the time, you can just drop your question here for Instagram, for YouTube. You can just drop it there. I will answer as I'm, going through some of the benefits of the cleaning business as much as I can. If Anthony can jump in to help me, he will. If not, it's just me, and we're rolling tonight, okay? So the reasons why we feel the cleaning business can be the gateway to entrepreneurship. It solves a problem. So anytime that you're solving a problem for someone, you're able to make money. Now, we didn't invent the cleaning business. Obviously, it's been around for years. But if you think of it in the fact that we live in Dallas, if you think of it as people will always need cleaning, no matter what happens. If it's in a residential home, if it's in a church, if it's in an office, cleaning will always be around no matter what. So you're solving a problem. For some people, it's simply the fact that maybe they're not mobile enough to clean their home. For some people, it's giving them back time for you to be able to clean their home, for them to book their service. For some people, it gets so chaotic that they don't have the time to do it. So all of these things are reasons why people book your services and why it's seen as a necessity, and also why it never gets old, especially during COVID, right? You can imagine that tons of people were booking cleaning services. That's one, let me see, one company or one brand that did not slow down. If anything, it got bigger. So another thing that people always talk about before I get into like the benefits, some people would say, um, I feel like it may be a bit oversaturated, which is a complete lie. For example, Texas has about 29 million people, and there's about maybe 1,000 cleaning businesses. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing that number, close to that. That doesn't even match up with the ratio. The amount of people there are, the amount of businesses there are, your business can still make it. It's not oversaturated. Your business can still make it far if you have a cleaning business. Somebody asks, "Oh, hi, Jason. You said you're in Dallas. What's up? What do you do to market your business when you started?" So let me just get through some of the benefits, and I'll be able to answer questions like that. I think that's a bit more further on, and just bring it back up if I don't touch on it while I'm talking. So first thing I would say is the benefit of the cleaning business is it doesn't require a hefty budget to get started. It's minimum overhead. Now, this is based on the way that we run it. I do understand that if you have employees and things like that, it may be different. If you have a warehouse where you are hosting supplies, it may be different. But for us, we work with contractors. So what this means is they have to have their own cleaning supplies. So it is a low overhead. People ask us, how much do I need to get started? We give an estimate of $1,500 to $2,000 for you to get started. Now that includes getting your LLC. That includes you opening a business bank account. That includes you having some money for marketing when you're first starting to find contractors. And also, it's not all at once, right? So say you take our course and you're getting started, you're not just shelling out $1,500, $2,000 right away. It's a gradual process. Like you get your LLC, maybe 2, 3 weeks later, you're doing something else. So it is very minimal overhead, and it's not a hefty budget to get started. So that's another reason why we really love it, the cleaning business. The other part of it is if you hear us say running the cleaning business remotely, because you can run it from anywhere. Literally, I don't know if we have any of our students on here, and if you are on here, just type CBU. You can run this business from your cell phone and from your laptop. Cell phone and laptop. We have run our business from multiple places. Like I said, we live in Dallas. We're from Brooklyn, New York. We've run our business from New York, from Maldives, from Dubai, from Jamaica, from Turks and Caicos, from everywhere in the world. We've ran our business. So it can be run anywhere because you're doing it on a phone, right? You don't need to be going into locations. Now, if you're on a bigger scale where we're talking like commercial or anything like that, then maybe at some point you can go in. But for the residential, the way that we have you set it up, you do not need to go into any home, so you can run this from your phone. So if you're just joining us, we're just talking about the benefits of running a cleaning business, starting a cleaning business. First one was that it's not a hefty budget. Second one is the fact that you can run it from anywhere. Oh, hi. Somebody said they're from BK and live in Dallas now too. So hello, we love New York. Third thing is the low-cost startup, which I kind of touched on, that low-cost startup of not needing too much at once. If you go through our program, Cleaning Business University, which is currently on sale, the cheapest it will be all year. If you go through our program, you will know, we kind of tell you throughout that process, okay, stop here, do this, stop here, do this. So it is something that you gradually do. It's not all at once. And like I said, on the one side, we say about $1,500 to $2,000 to get started. But some people say, oh, I didn't even spend that amount of money. I spent less than that. Even better. Somebody said, how do you differ from other cleaning businesses? So the way that our company and the way we teach our students differ from other cleaning businesses is the fact that it's remote and everything can be booked online. And we use contractors, and you don't have to go into somebody's home. And people can book us. So we're open 24 hours a day. We say that because you can see the pricing, you can see everything. They put their card down and they book our services online. Many cleaning businesses, if you look in your area, do not offer that. A lot of times when our students are doing that competitive research, they're realizing like A lot of them, they have to come into the home or they have to send an email or something like that. And that's how our students and us stand out from the competition, simply by being open 24/7. Um, Somebody said, do you think your systems could work in a mobile detailing business, just cleaning cars instead of homes? Funny thing you say that. When we first started this course about 4.5 years ago, it was called service-based business, six figures to something like service-based businesses. So we have students that's taken our model, went on to be open a daycare, went on to do carpet cleaning, went on to do window cleaning. So absolutely, the same things that we teach can be done with your mobile detailing business or almost any service-based business. Okay. I'll get to that question after. But if you're joining, we are talking about, or me, are talking about benefits of starting a cleaning business. First one was it doesn't require a hefty budget. Second one, it can be ran from anywhere in the world. And I'm talking literally Dubai, Maldives, like anywhere in the world. Third one, it's a low cost startup. The fourth one would be it's a repeat job. And so what we mean by that is reoccurring is the name of the game. For example, more than likely, wherever you go get your hair cut, wherever you go get your hair done from, wherever you go get your nails done from, it's repeat. You're going back there over and over if they do a good job. Same thing with the cleaning business. If you do a good job, reoccurring clients is the name of the game, right? So that is where you can make the bulk of your money because you're going back there over and over. You can have a weekly client, you can have a bi-weekly client, you can have a monthly client. You do a good job, you keep going over and over, and you don't have to pay for that sale again, if you know what I mean. Like what I mean by that is, you pay for a lead, and then eventually you have to go out and do the service. So if you do a good job, they become reoccurring for you, and you no longer have to pay for that lead again. Reoccurring is the name of the game. It can be a repeat job as long as you do it well, and as long as you offer, different services. Maybe it's not just cleaning. Maybe it's carpet cleaning. Maybe it's organizing. Like once you're in the home, there's so many things that you can offer, and that's another reason why the cleaning business can be a good start for you. Somebody's answering your question here. You guys can't see each other, but we have YouTube and Instagram going. We actually had a student who opened a mobile massage business just from our course. And if you guys have questions, go ahead and drop it there. I'm addressing it as I go on and talk about the benefits of the cleaning business. I started the conversation with this, but this is number 5. The market will always need it. Always. There will always be a need for cleaning businesses. There will always be buildings. There will always be homes. There will always be something that needs to be cleaned. There's always going to be arenas. There's always going to be an airport hangar. I only say that because we recently cleaned one. There's always going to be somewhere or something that needs to be cleaned. In regards to stats we have here, so market size went from around 17 billion to almost 30 billion over the past 2 years. Like I said, COVID happened, so everybody wanted to clean. Everybody wanted to COVID clean. Everybody wanted something to make sure that their home was clean, right? So the market will always be needed. And, I know we're in a day and age where people talk about recession-proof and all these things like that. This business is definitely recession-proof because it's not going anywhere. It's literally not going anywhere. Okay, that's somebody said that's where that's from. And if you're joining, we're talking about benefits of starting a cleaning business. If you're like, I've seen you guys before, I don't really need to hear more. Instagram, you can just type the word BF and you'll get a DM. And those of you on YouTube, you can go to cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn. And we have our biggest sale of the year happening right now. What number am I at? Okay, number 6. Number 6 of owning and starting a cleaning business is being your own boss. Now, that can be tricky for some people. If you are someone that you're like, I'm not so structured, I don't know, being my own boss may not be so good for me, the course is for you. The course keeps you on track along with the community. It keeps you on track of what you need to be doing so that you can become your own boss. I would say starting out in the business, there are things that you're doing where you're more working in the business than on it. But eventually the goal and the way that we teach our students is to be working on the business where you become your own boss, where then you can delegate things and delegate it out to your VA or your operations manager, whoever you bring into the business to become your own boss. Somebody said, hi, how much for you to guide me in my cleaning business? So right now, like I said, if you type BF, you'll see all the options there. We actually do have 3 options to join us. You can work with us on a higher level, and you can see all of that there once you type in VF, and YouTube, just cleanabizuniversity.com/learn, and everything is there. Jermaine said, I'm trying to start my business. What's holding you back, Jermaine? So yeah, being your own boss. Needed by everyone, which kind of touched on the market will always be needed. When you said needed by everyone, local homeowner, small business owner, large factory, everyone needs a clean at some point. You can gift it to someone. We've done that when people have moved into a home or as a wedding gift, we gift it to people. So it's just something that's always around and it will always be around. The next one that I have here, and I want to make sure I'm keeping on track with my numbers. By everyone. Number 8 is scaling the business is easy. Now, some people are like, well, no, it's not really that easy. It is. I always tell people when you guys are asking, like, what's the hardest part about this, or what's the most difficult part about it, is not getting the clients. It's more of the contractor side of it. So scaling can be easy, right? You find something that works. You find a platform that works. If you're marketing on Google, you're marketing to friends and family, you're marketing by mail, however you're doing it, you find a platform that works, and you essentially you put more money, more dollars behind it, and grow it that way. Scaling can be easy. You get word of mouth. Like I said, you're doing the job well. There's word of mouth. There's all these other platforms that you use that you can put your money into, and your business can begin to scale in that way. But make sure before you scale that you have the people that can do the job. That's another thing, right? People come in and say, well, I want to do 10K a month. Sure. Do you have people that can handle that amount of work if you're deciding to do that, right? So making sure that you have the means for that, but you definitely can scale the business really easy. Clients can recommend you, family can recommend you, getting reviews, those type of things helps you to really scale the business. Somebody said, if I want to start my residential cleaning in another state, how do I find contractors? So we do have, if you didn't know, we're going to be going live all this, and we will spend a day kind of talking really about contractors. But the same way that you would find it if you were in your own state is the same place. So like Indeed, Craigslist, any of those places is where you can look for contractors, word of mouth. And I could be in Dallas looking for that in New York. I could be anywhere doing that. I don't have to be in that specific state to do so. So, okay, I was just reading the comments, sorry. So scaling the business. If you're just joining us, I keep saying us because I'm usually here with my husband. If you're just joining me, I am talking about 10 benefits of starting a cleaning business. First one was it doesn't require a hefty budget. Second one, you can run it from anywhere. Phone, computer, as long as you have internet access, you can run your business. Low cost startup. Number 4 is a repeat job. Reoccurring is the name of the game. Number 5, the market will always need it. Number 6, you can be your own boss. So I know a lot of people are interested in entrepreneurship and what that looks like. This is a good place that you can start out. This is actually where we started. The cleaning business was our first business that we started in, and we just continue to grow from there. Number 7 is needed by everyone. Number 8, scaling the business can be easy. Number 9, I will bring you to, is profitable, right? So the average salary of a cleaner is $12.43 per hour in the US. Now this has raised since COVID, obviously, but it can be profitable depending on obviously expenses and how much you're paying people. If you're doing an employee, that may be separate. We can't really speak on that. But if you're doing a contractor, you may do a 60-40 split. You may do a 50-50 split. And the business can be profitable as you continue to scale in that regard. Let me see if I had anything else about that. Not really, but somebody has a question. Does the course discuss SOPs to support you as you scale and ensure the same quality across regions? Really good question. So in the course, and something that we're offering, which is Course and Community, that is where you will find that support and discussion of like SOPs and scaling. The course really is those that are starting out, getting it started, getting a feel of what it means to run a cleaning business, running your own business, and then scaling, I would say we speak more about in the community side of things, but essentially it's more of the rinse and repeat, right? But once you reach a certain point, so 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month, then you're having different conversations. And that is where we speak more about that in our community, where we connect with other people that are doing the same thing, 150 students doing the same thing as you. and we really go into like what scaling looks like and what that means. Number 10, I actually have 11 benefits, but I said 10. But number 10 is it says you can set a new standard for service. And what do I mean by that? Like I said, we're open 24/7. Many cleaning businesses, you can look right now on Yelp or Google, they are not open 24/7 because you have to call them to get a quote. You have to email and wait for a quote. With the way that we teach our students, with our platform, you just go onto our website, you see all the information there, square footage, bedroom, bathroom, everything like that. You put your card information in and book us, and we come out and do the job. So you're able to set like a new standard when it comes to that. A lot of us millennials and things like that, that's what we're used to. We're used to being able to book people online and go ahead and put our card information. We know it's secure. Go ahead and get that service booked. And that is what we offer with our cleaning business. Even though we have students in over 42 plus states, I still look at cleaning businesses to this day in our area, and I can find easily 5 or 6 of them that's not offering that you can book it online. So you're standing out with that regardless. Someone said when you first start, do you need to answer the phone a lot? I'm scared of people. Girl, scared of people. I won't say you need to answer the phone a lot, but you need to answer the phone because that's your money maker. That's where your calls are, calls are coming in and you're missing it, you're losing money, right? If you're someone like I'm scared of people, then get a VA. If you don't know how to answer, if you're like, I don't really know how to manage it, then you can get a VA. But I would say you can answer the phone. To be frank with you, starting out, your phone is probably not ringing off the hook. So you can, adjust at that time, learn things to say, get more comfortable during that time so that you could then answer more calls. But you can't tell me that's what's stopping you from starting this business, answering calls. That was a question from somebody there on Instagram. So setting a new standard for this service. And when a business is your own, you can do whatever you want with it. And what do I mean by that? You can put whatever coupon codes you want with it. You can work with military families. You can work with cancer survivors. You can do what you want to put your own spin on things when it belongs to you. So you can set that new standard of like, this is the way we do things. You can book us online. We'll come out and do the job. We send you reminder emails. We send you reminder texts. All of those things are a different standard from what many service-based businesses are used to. I mean, now we have, hairstylists and nail techs and things like that on like Style Seat, which is just different from what it used to be. And so that is something that we bring in with this cleaning business, a different aspect when it comes to service-based business. And that was part of number 11, actually. Creating your own space in this market is going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. We continue to have students, right? So we've been teaching this for 4.5 years. Like I said, we have students in over 42 plus states, and they've done over $10 million in revenue and growing. It's going to keep growing. There's enough room out there for everyone and for people to join in and start their cleaning business. These are just benefits that I'm mentioning that we say will definitely help you get ahead. If you're looking for freedom, if you're looking for something outside the 9 to 5, you're looking for a way to get into entrepreneurship, this is the way to do so. And right now we are having our Black Friday sale at the lowest that it would be. For Instagram, you type the word BF and a DM will be sent to you. Those of you on YouTube, you can just go to cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn and you will get all the information you need there. This is the lowest that our course is. And we also offer for you to join us in our community on that page as well, because that's another side of it. So I just ran through and I'm seeing some questions come in, so you guys can drop your questions so I can answer it. I just ran through the 11 benefits of starting a cleaning business. Like I said, I'm going to run through it for those of you that just joined. It doesn't require a hefty budget at all. You get started, it's minimal overhead. You can run it from anywhere, and that's the best thing about it. We never have to feel like tied down to the business because I can just do it on my phone. And we always have our phones in our hand anyway, right? So you can run it from anywhere. Number 3 is a low-cost startup. Those of you that ask, well, how much do I need to get started? We say about $1,500 to $2,000, and that is not in one shot that you're spending that. That is gradually over the next 6 to 12 weeks as you build your business. Number 4 is a repeat job, so reoccurring. You will get those reoccurring clients. Number 5, the market will always need it. Number 6 is being your own boss. I was touching on that, like how you can make it your own space. Number 7 It's needed for everyone, local homeowner, small business owner, realtors. Everyone can recommend you in some capacity. Number 8, scaling the business can be easy. You get clients. Getting clients is easy. I'm telling you right now, getting clients is easy. um, Number 9, it can be profitable. If you run the business well, it can be profitable. We, in our course, speak about all the platforms that we use, things that you can utilize. And we also offer free ways of services that you can use to find clients, to find contractors. And number 10, setting a new standard for the service. Setting a new standard because people can book you online, you're available all the time, and it's just something different from what this service-based business is used to. So those are the things that the benefits, of starting a cleaning business. Now I have some questions coming in, and I'm just going to answer it. Nobody has said anything in YouTube, so I want to make sure I'm not missing anything there. If you have a question, you can just drop it there. Instagram, how do you use? No, that's just for Cleaning Business University. We don't use that for our cleaning business. Shine. That's just for Cleaning Business University. It's not for our cleaning business. What questions do you guys have about the cleaning business getting started? Like I said, we have our sale going on right now, and Black Friday has come early. If you type the word BF, you will get a DM for it. And on YouTube, you can just go to cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn, and you will get all of the information about getting our course at a discounted rate. What questions do you guys have about anything that I just spoke about? We also, just to let you know, we will be live all week talking about different topics about the cleaning business. We'll have just standard Q&A. We also have like how you manage it as a business owner and having your 9 to 5. If you didn't know that we had our 9 to 5, we've had a business for 7 years. So we had a 9 to 5 for 7 years, essentially. My husband retired 3 years ago, and then I am no longer at a job 3 months ago. So we've been doing the business outside of our 9 to 5 for the full 7 years, and we'll kind of speak more about that. But what additional questions do you guys have about anything? Hit the like button on YouTube, subscribe. What questions do you guys have about Cleaning Business University? In Cleaning Business University, I can speak a little bit about that. In Cleaning Business University, you will find things from A to Z of how to get your business up and running. We're starting straight from like getting your LLC, picking a name, that type of stuff, to getting your first client and keeping them. How do I keep a recurring client? Why do they keep coming back to me? How do I keep a contractor? Why would they continue to want to work with me? All of that we put into the course. The contract they sign, interview questions. Somebody that said they were scared of people, you have the interview questions there, so you don't even have to think about it. You have the job ad. All of that is part of Cleaning Business University. The best way to find cleaners would be on Indeed, word of mouth, Nextdoor, cars driving by that have their cleaning numbers on it, Facebook groups. Those are places that you can find cleaners. Now, in the course, we do go into detail of how to vet the cleaners, but those are places that you can go ahead and find people to work with you in the cleaning business. What else? What other questions do you guys have that I can answer for you? YouTube have my skin looking real good. Additional questions coming in that I can answer. Now, if you know, like I said, if you know you're just interested, you can just type the word BF, and you'll get a DM sent to you about the sale that we're having right now. Something here in Jersey. What other questions do you guys have about Cleaning Business University that I can answer for you right now? Nothing. I don't think anything is coming in. No, okay. Well, I'm going to reiterate again. We have our biggest sale of the year now at the lowest that it would be. You type the word BF on Instagram, you can get a DM with the information. cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn on YouTube. Somebody said, do you contract with other businesses or people? It would be both. You'll contract with businesses or people. So sometimes some of the contractors that you have has a business. So you may do the contract with them, depending on how they set it up. And other times it's just specifically with them. So it just depends on the specific contractor. Somebody said, do you have any tips on pricing? Absolutely. We have a whole Excel in our course that goes over competitor research. But that's really what you would do. Just look at cleaning businesses in your area and see what the average is. But obviously, it can be a bit more detailed to figure out how you operate that. And that's some of what we discuss in the course and in the community. Should I start my business in my backyard or another state? I live in Maryland. So this question comes up a lot. For us personally, we started in Dallas because we just wanted to learn the business before we jumped somewhere else, right? We felt like if something was to go wrong, can I drive up there and do anything about it? You don't really need to do that. At this point, we definitely would not drive to anybody's home. But our suggestion, and it also depends on if you're comfortable, if you had businesses before, if you had a business before, you may be like, I know what to do here. But I would say start in your backyard. Start where you are, start where you feel more comfortable, and then you can branch out. Like we've had students that have branched out to 3 other locations, 2 other locations, but they started where they were living or where they were more familiar with, if you will. So I hope that answers your question. I would definitely say start in your backyard. Who else? Okay. So somebody said, how do you split with a contractor who has a business versus just one person? It's the same split. It's the same split if they have a business or not. You're dealing with them. They can do whatever they want with their business. We've had contractors that have teams of people, and we either would do a 50-50 split or 60-40 split, and that remains the same. Whatever they plan to pay their team is totally on them. We have nothing to do with that. So that doesn't change anything. If it's with a business or, however they, set it up or identify, that doesn't change anything for us. Be sure to type BF to get that. This is the lowest that it will be. Our sale has started. We're not waiting until Friday. I mean, at this point, I feel like no stores wait till Friday. The sale starts since like November 1st. But once Halloween is done. 60-40 in whose favor? 60% goes to them. 60% will go to them. And the reason for that would be because they're doing the job. But if you think of it like, oh, why would I get lower? Because you're getting more. And what I mean by that is you're the one that you can have 6 jobs in a day because you have multiple contractors doing the different things, right? But they're just probably going out to one job. So you still end up getting more in the long run. And that's the reason why we would suggest that 60-40 split. Hi, I have a cleaning business struggling to get clients. Rose, I would need a lot more detail in order to help you in regards to, what you're doing, what are you doing, where are you looking for clients, what's your pricing, what market are you in, what services are you doing, are you retargeting? There's so many questions that I can ask you, that I would have to ask you to get a real assessment of what's going on with your business. But those are some things that I would start with. And I don't know, do you have a website? All of these things are questions that I would ask to know further on how to help you to get more clients. But like I said, these are also things that would be in the course that would help you to figure out how to set yourself up to get more clients. Do you have tips you can talk about when finding a contractor? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I think you mean once you find them, what do you do next? Then yes, that is in our course. Once you find them, what do you do next? How do you prepare them? Next steps, things like that. How do they continue to work with you? Yes, we do have that in our course on how to do that. Okay, Rose. Rose says she'll be registering. Yes, cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn can help you, and we have that option being in the community, where we have like-minded students to hold you accountable, like-minded students that are doing the same thing that you're doing. You can connect with students in your area. I think someone said they're in Maryland here. We have tons of students in that area. We have students in 42 plus states. So whatever state you're in, I'm more than sure that we have students there, along with Canada, along with Europe. We have students there as well. So you can connect with them in our community. So, we have Chanel here. That is our operations manager. Those of you that are in CBU and in our community know that Chanel does not play and shows up all the time. So we have ways that, if you're feeling stuck, if you're not sure, our team is always on top of it to make sure that you get the information that you need. What additional questions do you guys have? Those just joining, we were speaking on, or I was speaking on benefits of starting a cleaning business and kind of running through all of those benefits, costs, freedom for you to work anywhere, being your own boss, those type of things. The fact that a cleaning business will always be needed and will never go out of style, if you will. It is a recession-proof business. So those were some of the things that I touched on, but I'm right now we're just doing a bit of Q&A. Hope on YouTube, for some reason, we can't do a bounce back. So you can't just write BF. You have to go to cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn. But those of you guys on Instagram, you can type EF and you will get a DM for the sale. Do you think it's oversaturated in some areas? I started off by saying that it's not. Like I said, there's 29 million people in Texas, probably more than that. And there's only maybe 1,000 cleaning businesses. So no, I don't think it's oversaturated. What would be some areas that is oversaturated? I'm thinking, you're probably thinking a big city. A big city also means more people. So absolutely not. Your customer service, your website, the fact that they can book you online, the fact that you respond within an hour, the fact that, I can go on of things that will make you stand out, that it doesn't make it oversaturated. Okay, someone said thank you for your time. No problem, gotta go. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll be here on Thanksgiving too. So somebody said, can you give an example of something expensive the contractor broke and how was it handled? I don't have many things. I think there was like a TV one time. It wasn't that expensive. It can be handled through the contractor's insurance because they have it, or the contractor decides to pay a certain amount. That's not something we face on a regular basis, to be honest. We've been in the business 7 years. It's probably been maybe 4 different times where it's stuff that's been negotiated with the client. We haven't had anything that's like, oh God. So it's not really a big issue, if that makes sense. Somebody said here, just joining, not sure if you answered this question, but when you help with the website, will the website be through your program or something that we can keep after we go through the program? The website belongs to you. And in regards to helping with the website, there's different options, right? So we do have that you can work with all of our vendors that we recommend. So all the companies that we recommend, and they will assist you with the website and getting that up and running. But the website does belong to you. So you can take it and go. This business belongs to you. Right now, we don't have it that we are getting any percentage of your business or anything like that. I mean, we should, but right now we don't have it that way. So you take the course, you go on, and you do what you can with it. The business belongs to you. Yeah, we're not taking anything from it. So I hope that answered your question. And I hope I said your name right, Tefel, not sure, but that's the answer to that. Additional questions that you guys have. Instagram, you can type the letters BF and you'll get a DM for our Black Friday sale. Those of you on YouTube, the link is dropped there, cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn. Somebody said, thank you so much. We have the course and you definitely blessed us. We just have to pull the trigger. Yeah, what are you waiting for? I hope you're in the community grinding and pray. I don't know if you're not. If you're not, you should be in the community. That is a place where people feel like, I didn't know what to do. I was getting left behind. And they ask their questions and they find a community within our community. So I would suggest to jump in there if you're not already in there. But yes, you absolutely should pull the trigger and do the work. 2025 is starting. Don't get left behind. Many people sometimes are like, oh, I started with that person, or I got the course with that person, and that person went on to do so much more because you didn't pull the trigger. Go ahead and pull the trigger. No problem. Any additional questions that you guys have that I can answer for you? Right now, we're having a Black Friday sale. I'm right there with you. I have the community, haven't done the work. Come on now. You have the community, you're not doing the work? I'm embarrassed. There's so much information in the community that you have access to. We've had this community for 4.5 years or 4 years. Every recording, every video that we've done, and we do about 3 to 4 a month, is recorded and in there. A lot of information is in there. If there's something you have a question about, I am 98% sure you can find it in our community. 98%. And if you can't, you ask the question, and our team, Chanel jumps in. and or the students that are in there, 150 plus students in there will jump in. Oh, somebody said, well, not in the community. I bought the course a year ago. Oh, okay. You are not in that community. You just joined on Facebook. Nope. I will DM. I'll have the team kind of reach out to you two about the community. I just screenshotted your name, so I'll DM you guys once we're off this call with the community information. It's not on Facebook. No problem. Anything else? Any other additional questions that you guys have about the course, about the cleaning business? What else can I answer for you before I hop off? I think questions are slowing down right now. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, please. Helps us to continue to grow. I don't think I have any other questions on Instagram either. No. Someone said, how long is the course? So the course can be pretty quick. Some people get through it, within like 5 to 6 hours. You can get through the course, but it's very digestible. Its information is broken down as how you need to do it, what you need to research, what you need to look for. All of that is broken down in that way. But I would say maybe 5 to 6 hours, and then people are able to go back and kind of re-listen to some of the information because it's not that long, but it still has all the information that you need to get your business up and running. I want the success you and your husband has, but I got to pull the trigger. Yeah, you got to start something. I mean, you have the course, so I don't know what's holding you back, but it's time to get started. It is definitely time to get started. Okay, I think the questions are slowing down, so I think I'm gonna hop off now. But if you are interested in Cleaning Business University for Instagram, just type the letters BF. You will get a DM sent to you with the sale information. Make sure you hop on that. Price will go up the closer we get to Black Friday. And on YouTube, you can go ahead and go to cleaningbusinessuniversity.com/learn. Make sure you also subscribe to our channel. We will be going live all this week with different information. Today, we spoke about benefits of starting a cleaning business, but we have different topics and we have the flyer on our page and everything. We're emailing it that we will be talking about the entire week. So I will see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. For those of you that will be back, if not, you know where to find the sale, and have a wonderful Monday. Good night.